Now, let us look at the perspective of investors in terms of the performance. Investors and shareholders have an entirely different view of the performance of a company. They have different perspectives with them. So, investor and a shareholder will be looking at their perspective when they are actually looking at the entire performance of some industry or organization. Let us discuss them in detail. Earning per share, EPS, actually indicates how well a company performs in terms of retained earnings, that is after-tax operating income, with respect to the total number of shares of stock. A higher value means better performance. So investor and shareholder both might be looking at EPS. Specifically for shareholder, this is very important measure. So earning per share would be equal to the retained earnings divided by number of shares. And you want your EPS, overall EPS, to be very high, because it actually tells you that the company has higher retained earnings, that is the after-tax income available with the company. Then we have the financial leverage. Financial leverage is the ratio of total debts to total assets. Investor would be more interested in the financial leverage rather than the shareholder. So financial leverage is the total debts divided by total assets of an organization or a company. So if a company has $100 million in assets and $60 million in debts, they have a leverage factor of 0.6. You can calculate it from the ratio. Higher leverage means that more money is owed outside the firm, implying a higher rate of return on the amount owners have invested. However, if it also increases the uncertainty about future returns to the shareholder, since a large portion of the asset are financed by debts. So if your financial leverage is high, it shows that most of the financials are in the form of debts. It also shows that there is a high rate of return. But at the same time, shareholder would have the uncertainty about the future returns, because large portion of your assets are actually coming from the debts, which is from the outside of that firm. So we have seen the perspective of investors. This is also one of the external metrics that can be used by investors and shareholders for determining the performance of any company. Thank you.